Star Wars The Old Republic is finally rounding out its roster of seasonal events with the new spring Dantooine Abundance Festival. The event will go live with update 7.5, and though we don't have a release date except for spring 2024, the event is running on the PTS, so we took a look at it. Of course, keep in mind that all this information is based off the PTS, and anything could change before it goes live. But here's what we know so far. The Abundance Festival will take place on a completely new part of Dantooine called Bilba Groves. And since this is the PTS, the story part was closed off to us, but what we know from the live stream is that when we arrive, we'll be given a farmstead in exchange for completing a few errands. Now, if this sounds suspicious, it probably is, and considering one of the decorations is a cursed farm pillar, it seems clear that something shady is definitely going on. Like the other seasonal events, the Abundance Festival does not have a reputation track. Instead, there's a special currency called farmhand medals that you earn by completing the event's quests. Enemies you kill around the galaxy also have a small chance to drop one of these medals. And at least on the PTS, the currency is legacy-wide, so hopefully all your characters will be able to use it, even if they haven't done the quests yet. And speaking of quests, let's take a look at what we'll actually be doing during the event. I'll start with what appear to be the weekly quests. One of the quests will have us piloting a little farm droid, and we'll need to plant, water, fertilize, and harvest our crops, and maybe a little crop defense in there too. The other quest will send us across the galaxy as we try to find and rehabilitate injured and orphaned creatures, hunt Abundance Festival eggs, and try to purchase special seeds for our farm. For the most part, these quests seem pretty straightforward and not too taxing. Finding the creatures to rehabilitate and the eggs for the egg hunt went surprisingly smoothly for me. I'm usually very bad at those quests, but I was able to find things rather quickly. However, this was the PTS and hardly anyone else was around. I do wonder what it'll be like when it's live and you have a whole bunch of people finding the eggs and the creatures. I wonder how long the respawn times are going to be, whether that's going to be annoying and frustrating rather than fun. Along with the weeklies, we seem to have 3 daily quests. We have pie making and tasting. This one requires other players to make their pies and put them on the table so that you can test them. However, there was no one around when I was doing it, and I was unable to finish this quest because there were no pies to taste. You can sample your own pies, however, once you make one pie, you're locked out of the room and you can't go back in and make another pie until the next day. Next, we have dancing at the hollow pole. Walk up to the pole, click the dance button on the temporary ability bar, and watch your character dance for about a minute or so, and you will complete the quest. It's super easy, but it did feel a little weird. However, I don't suppose it's any weirder than running around hugging random Wookiees. And finally, we have Zappa Fish. It's a cute little mini game where you have to acquire 15 fish. The smaller the circle, the rarer and higher quality the fish. The larger the circle, the more common the fish. As you can see, I didn't do very well here. Those were all the event-related quests available on the PTS, but before I wrap up this video, let's take a look at what we can buy on the event vendor. First, we have a whole bunch of new farm, food, and plant-themed decorations. Here's that cursed farmland pillar I mentioned, because you never know when you might need one. We also have 2 new armor sets, the Farmland Grazer set and the Night Shift Tech set. We have 3 new weapons, the fitted SWTOR 19 blaster, blaster rifle, and sniper rifle. We have 2 new mounts, the Farmland Speeder and the Subterranean Mudhorn. 3 versions of Mud Pup pets, the Marshland, Savannah, and Subterranean. And finally we have 4 new titles. One Who Reaps, One Who Sows, Crop Destroyer, and Humble Farmhand. All these items will be bind on pickup and they won't open in collections, unfortunately. At least that's how it is right now on the PTS. And there you have it, a brief preview of the Dantooine Abundance Festival, which will be coming this spring with update 7.5. I'll be checking this one out when it launches to see how the story goes, and I do like some of the stuff on the vendor. And Animal Rescue seems right up my knight's alley. But what about you? Will you be trying out this event? Let us know in the comments, and if you like this video, why not like and subscribe for more stuff like this, and as always, thanks for watching.